as a nation, black people and Hispanics, we top 10 in spending power. So the economics is there, the money is there, but it's directed the wrong way. It's put in the wrong hands. This is what we did back in the days. This is what we did back in the days. That's an example of what we could do. He said, the Bible said for us to gather together. That's a commandment, meaning we must do that. How are we gonna do that? We cannot unify together under politics, religion, all right? And misconception. Oh, I'm a blood, I'm a Crip, I'm a Latin king. We cannot unite ourselves through that. We gotta unite ourselves through the commandments of the Lord, through the scriptures in the faith of Christ. And that's it. It's simple. Mr. Trey, how you doing, Mr. Trey? My name is Israel Yamagan, all right? All right, the question that I posed to the sister was, what are things that are affecting our community? What are some of the things that are affecting our community? Because we are here to fix that. How we're gonna fix that is by bringing biblical understanding of the issues dealing in our community, the issues affecting our community. That's how we're gonna bring solutions to our community. We're not gonna get it through politics. We had Obama there for 8 years. He didn't do a damn thing for us.
Right.
The violence increased in Chicago when he was in there. Homosexuality increased in the world when he was in there. So him being in power, politically, right, did nothing to our people, did nothing for our people. You understand? So the question is, what are some things that you see that the black community should improve?
Well, for one, we should be unitized. For one,
right?
Put some strength into our economical power.
The economical power.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm going to go back to Zephaniah and then go to Acts 4.
Yes,
all right? This is how we're going to do this. Read.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
He said, the Bible said for us to gather together. That's a commandment, meaning we must do that. How are we going to do that? We cannot unify together under politics, religion, all right? And misconception. Oh, I'm a blood, I'm a Crip, I'm a Latin king. We cannot unite ourselves through that. We got to unite ourselves through the commandments of the Lord, through the scriptures in the faith of Christ. And that's it. It's simple. And then you say economical 4 towards the bottom, Acts 4 towards the bottom, right? Now you say about economically. We as a nation, black people and Hispanics, we top 10 in spending power. So the economics is there. The money is there, but it's directed the wrong way. It's put in the wrong hands. This is what we did back in the days. This is what we did back in the days. That's an example of what we could do. Read.
The book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 32. And the multitude of them that believed were of one heart and of one soul.
So we were of one heart and one soul, meaning we had one thought. We had one thought. We were united. He said, oh, we got bread to buy. We're going to buy it from our brother there. We got fruits to buy, we're going to buy from our brother there. We want lamb, meats, we're going to buy from this brother there. We're not going to go to the Chinese to get plastic rice. We're not going to go to the Arab that want to utilize our women as hoes in the back. Okay? We're not going to go to the white people that don't even allow us to go into their stores. We can't even shop in peace in their stores.
Right.
They say what? Read it again.
And the multitude of them that believed were of one heart and of one soul.
We were of one heart and of one soul. Meaning we came together in one mind. We knew where our dollars was going to go. That's what we could do right now in this time as a society if we unite. We don't need the help of the other nations, to be honest with you. Because I'm pretty sure you have a job or retired, right? So if you take your coin and put it together with that brother's coin, and put it together with this brother's coin, and put it together with my coin, guess what? We got $1. Let's move that dollar. And it's that's correct.
Don't let it go out.
Right.
Let it bounce back all time.
But we have to be in one mind to do that. Read.
Neither said any of them that aught of the things which he possessed was his own.
And we didn't think about, oh, this is mine, right? I'm gonna just gather everything for myself and make myself rich, like most of these celebrities. Have millions in the bank, especially the churches too. They got millions that they have collected throughout the years, and they don't help the community which they go and collect that money from. They in there getting rich, right? And they're not helping out the people, okay? They just thinking for self. Read.
But they had all things common.
We all had things in common, meaning we had one mind. Read.
Verse 34. Neither was there any among them that lacked.
Because if we put our dollars together, there should be no hunger in the black community.
Right.
There should be no poverty in the black community. There should be no homelessness in the black community. There should be no drug use in the black community. Read.
For as many as were possessors of lands or houses sold them.
We that had some resources, we put it together accordingly. Some sold. I have 10 houses. I will sell one because I know my brother's lacking. I still got 9 houses I could deal with. You understand? I provide housing for other people. But that brother needs help right now. I could give to the prophets. I'm going to lay that house to the prophet's feet. Let them distribute it accordingly. Read.
And brought the prices of the things that were sold and laid them down at the apostles' feet.
So we need good leadership. In order for us to be economically strong, we need good leadership. Okay? I cannot give my money to a man like Al Sharpton that wants to buy $4,000 suits. I know some people might get offended by that. But I'm saying your mind ain't right. Because if you walk around Harlem, I'm from New York. If you drive around Harlem, you see people in the corners like this. Right? Strung out on drugs. Why Al Sharpton ain't taking that money and helping those people out?
Right.
Don't feed them a hot dog and a hamburger. Because that's all you're doing is fueling them up for them to get that next high. Take them out the street. Teach them the laws and commandments of God. That's going to change them spiritually.
Teach them to know thyself.
To know thyself, correct. Teach them nation, right? Teach them pride. That's what we need to do as leaders. So when the people sold their possessions back there, they didn't give it to any John Doe. They went to those leaders with knowledge and understanding, which were the heads of all the gates of our nation. Like a person like you of an older age, you keeping these commandments, respect is automatically given to you.
That's right.
Something you don't see today. A young man, young women don't respect the older man like you.
Generations get weaker and wiser.
That's correct. Weaker, wiser to do evil. Let me read that to you. They get weaker and wiser to do evil, because if you notice, a young person today can tell you more evil things than when we were growing up. We were like lacking some type of evil information. We didn't know what certain things were. You ask any young person what is drugs, what is this, you know, what is like, how can you sneak this in there? They will tell you verbatim and write a book on it, right? That's what I'm talking about, you know? So when you say that statement that the generations are getting weaker and wiser, they're getting wiser to do this. Read.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 4 and verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children.
They are what?
They are sottish children.
They are sottish children, meaning foolish. Foolish. Read.
And they have none other understanding. They are wise to do evil.
Do what?
Wise to do evil.
They are wise to do evil. So our children are becoming sottish and they're becoming wiser to do evil. You know what? If we don't put a stop to that bleeding today, 20 years from now, my brother, there's not going to be a hope for our generations as well. But guess what? You got 144,000 righteous men waking up right now.
That's right. Chosen few.
Chosen few, correct. The question is, what do you want to do to become that one chosen few? What are you doing to become that one chosen few? You know what I'm saying? That's a question that you got to ask. Let me get that in Ecclesiastes. All right? What's your duty in order for you to become that chosen few? Okay? Because where are you from? Anyway, what's your heritage? North Carolina. So according to the Bible, you will be from the tribe of Judah. Right? That's the same tribe Christ came from. Top apostle, the top apostle and the top kings came from that tribe. So your lineage is a royalty. All right? So naturally you should be a leader. Right? That's why people in the world follow the ways you guys do it. I lived in Panama for 14 years before I came here, right? And anything that the black Americans did or became a trend here in black America, guess what we did? If we wanted to wear Carcanine, we wore Carcanine. Fubu, we wore Fubu, right? We would try to emulate everything that the blacks Americans was doing. But listen up.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments.
That's what you got to do. Fear God and keep the commandments. We got Deuteronomy. Fear God and the same lineage, right? Fear God and keep his commandments. That's one of the steps you take towards becoming a chosen one. Mentally, spiritual, right? You say our body. Our body is our temple. We took care of our temple to the point where we fought wars to protect our temple, all right? And you mentioned that our temple, meaning our bodies, we got to take care of, right? Absolutely. Let me get into that.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
We are the temple of God. So that temple has rules and regulations as well. Read.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
And the Spirit of God dwells in us. Read.
If any man defile the temple of God.
If what?
If any man defile the temple of God.
If you defile yourself, right? Which is the temple of God, read.
Him shall God destroy.
He what?
Him shall God destroy.
God will destroy us. That's why we destroy it as a community. We defile our body with what? The wrong foods. Eating pork, this and the next. A lot of us smoke cocaine, weed, crack. That's how we destroying our temple. That's why in our community you see a high rate of garbage on the ground, because we're not mentally there. The foods that we eat causing us to also not think straight.
Right.
The drugs that we taking is causing us not to think straight. You get what I'm saying? So that temple has to be taken care of. You know, if you want clean streets, you got to take care of yourself. Look at yourself as prideful as well. You understand what I'm saying, my brother, with the hat backwards? We speaking about ways of protecting. Come on, sister. Come on, brother. Come on, family. 5 minutes. All right? Yes, that's what I told you from the beginning. But if it was a white man standing here with a mic, he would have had a crowd, because guess what? This man is talking. Christ is talking, right? Right. Let's bow down to him because you look more like this man right here, this devil right here. Right. But that's, guess what? We only looking for that one soul. That's you standing there. I could care less about the rest if you stand there and listen up and wanting to learn. All right?
Did they mention anything in there about melanin?
A lot of it. They mention a lot of it. All right? Let me get that, right? You want Miriam first? I'm going to show you when she stuck her hand, all right? I'm going to show you about melanin and the lack of it, what it means, first of all, right? Read that.
And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
A curse was put upon Miriam, and she became leprous, meaning white as snow, meaning her complexion or her melanin disappeared. So that was a curse. Go to that one that the book of Soldier mentioned as well. All right? That shows you that melanin is a blessing. You get vitamin D from the sun because of melanin. Your thought process changes because of the melanin.
That's one reason why they hate us blacks so much, because we obtain that.
Of course, and it's a blessing. Okay, read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 4 and verse 6. And the Lord said furthermore unto him, put now thy hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom. And when he took it out, behold, his head was leprous as snow.
So his regular skin was black and his hands came up white as snow, meaning like a curse. Right? Like lepers, like that was like a uncleanness. All right? So the melanin you have is actually cleanness. Contrary to what they want you to believe, that black skin is dirty, black skin is a curse, right? Like the Mormon says. Okay? It's a blessing to have white skin or pale skin or no melanin, that's a curse actually. They don't have it. That's why they can't stand out here like what we do, and we getting energy.
We're just getting a little darker.
Right.
We're getting pure energy.
Pure energy, and your health is getting better. You know what I'm saying? Your thought process is better with melanin. That's why our peripheral is wider than a lot of people because of the melanin food. That's the blessing that was given. Let's get more color in the Bible. Read.
The book, Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5.
This is Solomon, the wisest man, the king to walk the earth. Read.
I am black.
What did Mount Solomon say?
I am black.
What Solomon said?
I am black.
Solomon said, I am black, but what?
But comely.
But beautiful.
That's right.
Calmly, meaning beautiful. That's why I'm black and I'm handsome. That's what he
Rightful in
said.
this color.
That's correct. Let's get Paul. Let's get another color. Let's say the prophet Paul. A lot of people paint him as a white, broken down man, right? Right? Well, let's see what the Bible describes him as. Read.
The book of Acts, chapter 21 and verse 37.
Read.
And as Paul was led to be into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, May I speak unto thee? Who said, Canst thou speak Greek?
He was surprised that Paul was speaking Greek. Like, yo, can you speak Greek? Can you speak our language? Read.
Art not thou that Egyptian?
Are they not what?
Art not thou that Egyptian?
So Paul was confused for an Egyptian, meaning Paul was a very dark-skinned man, because the Egyptians were very dark. Not like they paint them in the movies. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Which before these days made us an uproar, and led us out into the wilderness, 4,000 men, and were murderers.
All right, so Paul was confused as a level. Let me get, you know what I'm on, lamentation. And more prophets consider themselves black, or call themselves black, because they were proudful about that. Read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 2 and verse 19. And they said, An Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds, and also drew water enough for us, and watered the flock.
All right, so our people were always confused for an Egyptian. All right, let me get lamentation. All right, yes sir. All right, let me get lamentations for the brother, because the brother spoke about melanin in the Bible. We're gonna speak about it. Speaks a lot about it. The problem is that the churches don't want us to hear that. Yeah, they don't want us to know that.
It's a powerful sermon.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What if you get, let's say the people here in New Haven to start understanding that Christ is a black man. You know, that being black is a powerful thing. What do you think that will do to the economic formation of our people? What do you think that will do to our pride as a person, as a people? If we know that all the prophets was black. Overnight, violence will end overnight. I will put my neck out there for that.
The whole world will change.
Because guess what? I'll say, yo, you don't know who this brother is. Ray might be the regeneration of somebody that was powerful back in the days. I can't mess with Ray.
It's a reincarnation.
Right. We come back again. We come back again. So if we knew that, we are those people that speaking off in the Bible. We are the Paul. We are the Peters. We are the Johns. We are the Isaiahs. We are the Jeremiahs.
In other words, we are the parents.
We are the parents. We are the heads of the whole nation, of the whole world. As a matter of fact, nothing moves without us. Read.
The book of Lamentation, chapter 4 and verse 8. Their visage is blacker than coal.
Their what?
Their visage is blacker than coal.
Visage means face. So their face is blacker than coal.
You're black.
Right. Right. Let me get the next one.
The book of Lamentation, chapter 5 and verse 10. Our skin was black like an oven.
What?
Our skin was black like an oven.
That's for those people that think that it's just talking about figuratively. No, it said our skin was black upon us. Thank you, my brothers. All right? Let me get another scripture. Color scripture. Let's speak about Adams, the first man created. Because I told you something about we start off everything, right? Let's find out.
The book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground.
So God formed men out of the dust of the ground. What color is the dust we standing on right now? If I dig through this mulch, what color is gonna get? Black. And if you dig deeper, blacker. Correct. And the sand and the soil that we have now is not as pure as the soil that God used to create Adam. So what that tells you, that Adam was a black man, dark-skinned man. That's correct. That's correct. Absolutely. Absolutely.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.